everybody. I hope you're doing well. So today I wanted to do someone had commented and they wanted me to shuffle in front of the camera um, and do another reading for Gannon Stock's dad, Albert or Al Stock. And sorry, I had a tickle in my throat. And the newest allegations that Letica Stock has made, I'm sucking right now at shuffling, against him. So, the first question, I'm just going to get into it right now because I want to shuffle, lay out the cards for you guys, and meditate with the cards so that I can come back with a clear head on what it's talking about. So, we'll go ahead and. Alright, so the first question that I have is, are the allegations that Letica Stock is making now in regards to, this is Justice, the Justice card fell, are they true? Are the newest allegations that Letica Stock is making in regards to Al's involvement in his son Gannon's death, are they true? Are Letica Stock's newest allegations true? Okay. Whoops. Got the Five of Cups and the Judgment reverse. Let me put it over here. So we have Justice, the Five of Cups, and Judgment reverse so far. The Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Cups reverse, Eight of Pentacles reversed. We have the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Swords. I'm going to do two more. The Devil reverse and the Six of Cups reverse. Okay, so, and then we got the Sun reverse on the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to meditate with the cards, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about what this means, okay? Hello, everybody, again. Okay, so I meditated with the cards, and now we're going to talk about it. So the first card that came out for Leticia's newest claims regarding Al Stock and his involvement is the Justice card. Now, justice is karma, consequences, taking accountability, it's truth, honesty, having integrity, and cause and effect. The decisions that you make now have long-term effects and things. So she's trying to balance out the scales. I do believe that she is telling the truth, and this card tells me that. It's saying, things from the past need to be weighed carefully with fairness, and that's what she's striving for, is the fairness now. She's more in a logical, she's having clarity, very intellectual right now in her mind. And, it means that the truth has to come out. One way or another, is the truth is going to come out. Whether it's in, gossip or in the mouths of others, instead of based on facts, is up to you. So it's like she wanted to even it out because she felt like he was, he didn't keep up with his end of the bargain. Obviously, he offered her something, and she thought they were both going to escape the fallout. They're both guilty, just in my opinion, they're both guilty. I've had that feeling since early on. This is only my opinion. This is not fact. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty. But it's time to take accountability for your actions. She has grieved, but the Five of Cups, she has, had that loss, grief, disappointment, mourning, feeling let down by him because he didn't come through for her. Things went differently than she had expected them to go. This is exactly what whatever you hoped for didn't turn out the way you hoped it would. And now she's moving towards a more positive outcome and perception for herself. She's basically seeing and grieving, these issues, and she wants to let them go, the griefs of the past, but she feels like it's only right to, and it's the only way to salvage what's left. She feels like this is the only way to even everything out and salvage, you know, herself, kind of salvage anything, salvage any part of her life, I guess. And then we have the judgment reverse. Now, this is lack of self awareness, a failure to learn lessons, and it's also self loathing. It could be judging yourselves too harshly, and it being the cause of you missing opportunities, falling behind in your plans. That's what she's grieving, and falling behind in the plans. And this is also not wanting to take responsibility, for your actions. Um, I think that she's grieving the fact that that's not going to happen, but she's also learned a lesson in the promises, not believing everything somebody tells you. Using the past mistakes that you've had as tools so that they can help you. Um, if you're focused too much on them, on your faults and what you did in the past that was wrong, focus too much on it, it can lead you to, trip and fall and crash and not get over them. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like she spun the wheel. It was a decisive moment. He, this wasn't going to happen. She was grieving the fact that this wasn't going to happen, that she was going to have to, you know, have the judgment reversed, which is looking at herself in a realistic light and looking at her actions and taking accountability for her actions. So she was ready to do that, but she wanted it to be fair. So she spun the wheel of fortune, which, it can either be good or bad. What goes up must come down. Sometimes you get good, sometimes you get bad type thing. This is navigating. She's navigating, making adjustments, adapting to the new circumstances. That's what she did here. Um, as with the Ace of Cups here, sorry, I'm having to pause it because somebody's coming in. Hang on just a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. Um, the Ace of Cups reverse is coldness, emptiness, emotional loss, block creativity, feeling in love, feeling gloomy and sad about something. But the cup that was offered from this relationship, she is completely dumping it out, or any hope, because it was like the offer. An offer is indicated here, an offer extended out, inspiration, all of that is being offered to you, and she was still hopeful, but she knew that she was having to let it go. This is vulnerability, insecurity, you know, disappointing news, frustration. She got no news, basically. She got no news regarding her fate. It was like he was avoiding her, as the energy that I feel, trying to basically just blame everything on her and deny anything that she said. He had the upper hand there. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles here, and this is lack of quality, a rush job, it could be a bad reputation, mediocrity, laziness, low skill, things that need to be executed swiftly and with great care, will be unsuccessful, or are unsuccessful, because you don't have that. You avoid any task or responsibility. You avoid anything that's going to cause you to sacrifice too much. Um, not being prepared to handle the responsibilities that you took on, you know, neglecting your relationship, neglecting people. So he was neglecting her, and she feels like she's being, as you can see here, she's being trapped and kept, and she is not, he's going to get to avoid it, because that would, in her opinion, because she doesn't, this is just in her opinion, this is not what I think at all, but in her opinion, she feels like she's being trapped and vilified with no one to help her. And, well, without no help, that's how he wanted her, but she wanted justice, and she wanted to, manifest what she desired, so she reached out for help. The situation was worrying her. She didn't know what she could do, but she used the Eight of Wands here, which is swift messages. This is really active, important news coming your way. Sudden positivity coming your way. A decision to change, changing your decision at the last minute. Um, you know, Motivation, impacts, all of that. This is quickness. She decided to use the wands with direct action, and send out the important news. And she wanted it to be fair, because we have the Queen of Wands, which is independent, principled, fair. Um, she's very objective and perceptive. It's an older, wiser female. She can come off as stern and emotionless, of course, as Queen, but it represents the importance of making decisions without relying on your emotion alone. Um, she wants you, the Queen of Swords wants you to look at all the facts before making a decision. Um, she has compassion, of course, this queen does. She's the most masculine of all the queens, though. She's very intellectual, using her mind, clarity in thought, using your information that your knowledge, to your advantage. This is relying on an unbiased intelligence, researching alternative viewpoints, and thinking carefully on decisions that you make, without getting your emotions involved, acting with logic and reason. Um, Being respectful in your you know in your search for the truth. This is the truth being important, and that is what she went with her intellect here. She didn't go with her emotions. She let her emotions go from it, and she used her intellectual mind, because she and then the devil reverse here. This is gaining your independence, freedom, revelation, release, reclaiming power, and reclaiming your control. So she wanted to reclaim the control, so she spun the wheel here. She wanted to regain the control and break the chains, and let go of these unhealthy attachments with him and this other person. I'm assuming, I don't know if this other person, I didn't ask that question, but I'm just assuming she wanted to release herself from the chains that she was bound by, and she released herself from the outcome that she had originally wanted, and realizing that she's going to have to take accountability for her part. But if she wants what happened in the past, the Six of Cups reversed, she looks back on the past very with no emotion whatsoever. She's taken her emotion out of it. It doesn't feel nostalgic. She looks back on it upset, but she's letting that upsetness go. She's releasing herself, because she's been unable to release herself from the past, and she wanted to reclaim her power and release herself from the past energy that she feels like has been overweighing her, and has been swung in a favor that isn't good for her, so to speak. Now, she is guilty, and I just want to repeat this again. In my opinion, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. But she is guilty. She did have a part in it. She's going to have to take accountability for that. And she is prepared to do so. That is what I feel. I feel like it's like we're in the same boat, and only, you're only wanting one of us to sink. You haven't done anything that you said you're going to do. This is not just my fault. It is only fair. I want the truth out there. No matter what way I have to get it out there, I'm going to get it out there. So, yeah. Um, so I just want justice for Gannon, and I want whoever was involved in the death or the disposal of him to be charged, and to for him to get justice, because justice isn't going to be fully served unless everybody that was involved and had a part in it is locked away. And that's just the truth of the matter. And, he might be his father, but obviously, in my opinion and from what I see, he had a hand in some way, because she's telling the truth. So I don't know how, to what extent she's telling the truth, but it's only fair and it's only right. And the truth does always come out. And I seen in his emotions from the beginning that they were off. He was off-putting to me. There was something wrong with that. Letitia is guilty, but it's only fair that everybody else that's guilty too goes to jail. And that is all for today. Light and love, guys. Check the description for information about personal readings and all that good stuff. Love you all. Bye.